All right. Good evening and welcome to today's class. Today we're going to begin a new topic, which is a trigonometry. All right, and we're going to be looking straight into trigonometric ratios. Likewise, a right angle triangle. Okay. Now, what you see on the screen here is a right angled triangle. A right angled triangle. And is a triangle that has one of its angle equal to 90 degree. A right angle triangle is a triangle that has one angle equal to 90 degree. This sign is used to indicate a right angled triangle. So anywhere, no matter how the thing is being drawn, once you see this, it means that 90 is there. As simple as that. Okay? Represent angle 90 degrees. Okay. The right angle triangle actually has parts. The parts are being named. If you watch, here is the longest side, the triangle. It is called hypotenuse, or is another way to know which is hypotenuse. The very side facing angle 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. Okay? Now look at this place. You have angle theta in this place. Now the very side that is facing angle theta, no matter what the angle might be, is the opposite. Okay, that means if I remove this angle here and put it here becomes the opposite, then here adjacent. But longer this reference angle is here will remain the opposite. Is that okay? Good. Now let's look at trigonometric ratio. Now it describes the relationship between the side of a right angle triangle. Trigonometric ratios describe the relationship between the sides of a right angle triangle. There are ways that here, and here relate. Okay? And only this man here will tell us how. Only this man here knows which way to follow and connect all of them. Is that okay? Now, first of all, those trigonometric ratios include one, we have sine, we have cosine, and tangent. In abbreviation, this can be written like this: sin, this written like this: cos, this written like this. Is that okay? Now, when an angle is reference to them, you can have sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Is that okay? Good. Now, let's continue. Let's go further a bit. Now, if you really watch, like we define that trigonometric ratios describe the relationship between the sides of a right angle triangle. Now, there is always a simple way to actually remember those relationship. Now, that simple way is actually an acronym, okay, that is called SOHCAHTOA. I can break it into three parts: first part, second, and third. Okay, now this first part is sine with its formula. That means sine theta is equal to O means opposite over hypotenuse, just to abbreviate it. Okay, or rather, let me put it in full. All right. Then this one means cos or cosine with its formula. Cosine cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Over hypotenuse. Then the last one is tangent with its formula. Tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. You see now all the sides of this right angle triangle are now being united in one way or the other. Okay, good. Now in this case, let me assume that this triangle is being labeled. So I label it, let's say here is A, let's say here is B, then here is C. Now the side facing this capital B will be my small b. The side facing this capital C become my small c, while here become my small a. It means that going with this formula here, it means that sine theta becomes c over b, which is opposite over hypotenuse. So this becomes c over b. Then cos theta, which is cosine, becomes adjacent over hypotenuse, okay, which is a over b. A over b. Then the tangent, which is tan theta, will become opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent, which is c over a. C over a. Now, we can also look at the inverse of these ratios. I mean the inverse of this, which is inverse of this, this, and this. Okay? Now, inverse means if I write, what was it called? 1 over sine theta. Alright? Then another one is 1 over cos theta. Another one is 1 over tan theta. Alright? Now, the point is this. There are names that should be here. Okay? But I want to really show you how I always get my own. Okay? Now, the point is this. There is always ways that one could follow to make things easier for himself. Okay? Then I'm going to put some things down here first of all. Then before I can now explain. Okay? Now, first of all, this will actually give me cosecant. Okay? This will give me secant. Now this is cotangent. Alright? Now, if you watch, if you take the first two letters away, what you have is the next thing is s, and sine starts with x. Okay? So that means this represents 1 over sine theta, which is cosecant. If you take the first two letters away from which is this SE, the next letter you're going to see is C, and cosine starts with C. So this is the inverse of cos. If you take CO, next is T, and T starts tangent. So this is the inverse of tangent. All right. This is just a simple way of getting all this thing memorized in your head. All right. Thank you, and see you in the next class as we even discuss more. Bye.